Ventana. And it says sold. It's pretty. That's a salesman switch.
Yes.
Okay.
This over here locks
The doors.
and unlocks all the cargo
baggage.
doors.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Up here we have the step cover,
Oh, good.
but I'm not going to move it because I'm standing there.
Yeah, of course not.
We have the map light, which is right up there for the
I like that.
passenger.
Two of them.
We
That's
also
great.
have the patio light, which
Okay.
is right out here.
Oh, okay.
Right. There is a door awning right here,
Right?
and that switch
Up
is
there.
up there.
Okay.
That is a wireless charger.
Oh, good.
Right.
Any phone, right? Any kind it's supposed to take?
Well, if it's an iPhone,
That's why
you
I'm...
might have to take the cover off of it.
Okay,
Plus,
okay.
if it's, see, this is my company phone. This is my personal phone.
Right,
You gotta, this would have to take the cover off in order to get it to charge.
right. Okay, okay.
Well, isn't there a charger here too? Yep.
Yep,
There is.
Yep, that one is.
Okay.
You're jumping the gun.
Alright, this table.
It's gonna go.
We're going to remove that. She'll never use it. In fact, that is laying in the basement for that one. We've got it. Just we don't
Does
use
anybody ever keep them on?
Some people do.
it. Seems
There's your fire extinguisher. Take that off the wall every couple of months and put it back.
Shake it.
Oh, just shake. Okay.
You want to keep that powder agitated.
Right.
Heaven forbid you take this thing off the wall in 3 years and pull the trigger and none of the powder comes out. It also tells you on those fire extinguishers they're good for 12 years.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Don't try to put out a fire with a 12 year.
Right, exactly.
I don't think so.
Get rid of that thing when it's so have a high low. Hit the high low, they dim.
Oh, okay.
There's an outlet there with a couple of USB ports in
Oh,
it too.
yeah.
So in case you want to sit there with your tablet
That's
with your
nice.
phone plugged in while you're traveling.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that TV right there,
Televator.
it's on the televator. The switch is over there.
Right.
All the TVs in here, of course, are running off the amplified antenna up on the roof. Right here in the
Oh.
parking lot, we got about 40 channels.
Right.
These are all over the air.
Through the air. Right.
There's a sound bar up there. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I'm
Right.
I'm
the
sorry.
remote's right over here.
Oh,
It's a Bose sound bar.
A mess.
Beautiful.
Look around you.
There's a
This
subwoofer
is
buried over here on the
sound.
counter.
We the people
That's not even turned up
have
all
the
the
power.
If the Biden administration does lift the COVID-19
Wow.
transportation
Funny.
mandates now, it can always reimpose.
For when we get older and we're hard of hearing.
I also want you to know this sound bar is Bluetooth enabled.
oh,
So any
really?
Bluetooth devices can be hooked up to that. Tablets, your phone, anything can be hooked up to that that's Bluetooth.
Okay.
You know, you got Sirius XM radio in here.
Oh, okay.
If you activate that, or maybe you already have it in
Right.
your
We
car.
had that in the other one.
If you
too,
have
but
it,
we
if
never
you have
activated
it in your car, Sirius will give you a free app to put in your phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
You connect your phone to the dash radio
Okay.
with your Sirius XM
Yeah.
without even having a receiver. There is one in here. You just won't have to activate it.
Right.
Or if you've got it in your phone, you can connect it to the sound bar on the outside TV, and you can have that satellite radio coming out of the sound bar
Oh,
outside.
right. Yeah.
We're collecting these.
We
got-
you got two more.
We got one from Gator. Did you know Gator?
Don't think so.
2012.
He grew up. Well, he lives in LaBelle.
Does he?
Lives in LaBelle. He was a salesman here.
I've only been here since 2018.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, he goes back to 2012 and retired. And then Doyle came in.
Mm-hmm.
He was our next salesman, and he retired. I like this. I like the colors. I like it.
Beautiful.
Okay, where are we next?
All right, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna go over that couch when we come back up here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's a slow sleeper, right?
The knees come way out here. Those are extra parts that are never used when they're installed into an RV. You can toss them. You won't need them.
What were they for?
I think they're part of the refrigerator,
Okay.
but they're not used when it's installed
Okay.
in an RV.
Okay.
Oh, there's something.
Just like a lot of coaches, maybe the smaller ones,
So that's
you'll
locked when it
find
comes
in
out.
the bag of manuals the TV stands for the TVs that are screwed into the wall, because they give them to you anyway.
Oh, right, because that's how they come.
Oh my God, it's this comfortable.
I know.
To put this back in, press the
Yeah.
button.
Okay.
All right,
that's the
same button. Same button. Okay.
Give it a push.
Okay, let me find the button. Oh, there. Oh, it comes down. No, oh, right.
And then it locks when you pull it all the way
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Then you push the button and you kind of give it a push for it to go back in.
Okay.
Nice big drawer there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the wrench. To
Oh,
get,
yeah.
There's the wrench to get into your filter outside.
Yep.
Touch-up paint. And that tool's kind of important. That is used if you ever have to manually crank in the Gerard awnings outside.
Oh, that's good to know.
You have to get up on the roof and you use a cordless drill, stick this down into the hole,
Okay.
and you can move the awning in with a cordless drill.
That's good to
If you
know.
ever have to. That's why that's here.
Oh, okay. At least let me know what that is.
All right, dishwasher.
No, never had one of
You have a
those.
dishwasher. Turn it on. Open it up. The instructions tell you, well, first of all, I want you to realize this is half the size of a normal dishwasher.
Yeah, of course.
Pods are too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
The instructions say use a powder. I'm just going to tell you, get a bottle of Cascade liquid. It's a whole lot
That's
easier.
what I use at home anyway.
You're going to fill it up to the little nub.
Mm-hmm.
Jet dry or another rinsing agent will go right inside there. Once the dishes and the soap are in it, use that button to pick your cycles.
Oh.
That's the start button. That button turns it off and locks it. If you want to lock it so that you can't turn it on, you press that button and hold it, and it's locked. Press the button and unhold it till the light goes out,
Oh, okay.
and now it's working again.
Okay.
You cannot wash dishes while you're on the road.
Of course, yeah. You know
If the
that.
ignition key is on, this is disabled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the washing machine.
The washing machine in here will work if you're running the generator running on the road.
Ooh,
It just
no,
doesn't
yeah.
wash very well when
Well,
the
we
thing is
don't-
in motion.
Yeah, we don't do that anyway.
Okay. Gross
Right.
vehicle weight, that's that top one. That's the amount of weight these axles can carry.
Right.
The second is your dry weight. Subtract that from the gross weight, and you've got about 9,000 pounds of cargo in here.
She'll fill it.
'Cause
Fill
if
the
you
other
look here,
one.
you got 35 up to 44. You got about 9,000 pounds of weight you can put in this.
Yeah.
All right. Down here, these are your paint codes.
Oh.
In case you ever
Oh,
were
nice.
somewhere and
Okay.
and you get a dent maybe on one of your cargo doors,
Right.
and they need to know the paint code so they can match the paint. There it
Right.
is. And
So
it
what is in
BASF
this
paint.
drawer that you said was a paint?
There's all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah, but you said there was paint.
Yeah, that's the touch-up paint.
Good touch up.
That's
outside.
That's your paint matching.
Yeah,
The
but
little-
that's the same thing as what's
yeah.
there.
These are
Yeah.
just the paint codes.
Right.
You're gonna
In case you
touch
need
up
more. Yeah.
paint chips with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's dented and a big scratch and they got to redo the door, they
Right.
need the paint code so they can match
Right.
the paint.
Right. 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 Right.
Down there's your trash can.
We get a bigger one than that, can't we?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, something else up here. I don't know if you ever joined the Newmar Country Club.
No.
This is an online environment for owners of Newmars. This is owner administered.
Okay.
And it's kind of like, did you join Noogle?
Join who?
Noogle
Noogle.
is the same thing.
Okay.
It's an online environment. That one is administrated by
Look it up.
Newmar. This one is owner administered.
Okay.
And either one of these,
You got a question,
You got
you
a
go on
question.
there
You can go out there and put it out there. You're
Yeah.
going to get 50 people with a Ventana.
I know.
gonna
I
answer
see it on Facebook a lot too. But boy, some of the answers.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gotta, you know.
You got to pick and choose the
Yep.
answers.
Yep. Some are real doozies.
Your microwave is plugged in right there.
Okay.
That's the temperature sensor.
Right.
This is the control for that vent.
This is your fantastic fan. Oh, these are a lot easier than they were. This is a lot easier. I figured it was going to be easier.
Open and close it.
That in
Press-
there is very complicated. Yep.
Open it up. Raise the speed up and down. If you hit that button, it'll turn the fan off and close. Or you can just close it.
Right. Much easier.
What in the world are you going to put in that little guy right there? I don't know.
Stacks of money? No, we don't have any left.
Pennies.
Inside here,
Yeah, electronics. Yeah.
there's your breakers.
Breakers.
Up there. They're
Yeah.
all
Fuses
labeled.
and breakers, huh?
Fuses.
Yeah.
Spare fuses right there.
Okay. And another fantastic fan.
Yep. Both of these toilets are the same. They flush the same. They are electric vacuum toilets.
That's what I heard. That's what I
I'm
want
going
to
to
see.
show you
Are
how
they
to operate it.
macerators?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how to operate it back
Okay.
there. This
Because it's a
coach,
little larger.
there's more room.
Yeah.
We do have a macerator on this coach.
Right.
So you actually are going to pump out your black tank via the
With a
macerator.
Sanacon.
Mhm.
Right, that's what we had there.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's got one in there.
I really like the Sanacon.
But there's the control over here for the toilet.
Oh, there. That's where it is. Okay.
You can't set these up for motion. Flush. Don't.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
right.
yeah,
Come in
yeah.
and sit down, it's going to flush.
Exactly.
Right.
You
Right.
wave your hand in front of it, it'll
Right,
flush.
right. I
Right,
read
We
that.
right.
shut off the motion.
Okay,
sensor.
I read that. Yes.
It's,
Is it off?
it's off.
Okay, good.
If it was on, I could just go.
So
and
this
it would
toilet,
flush.
you don't have to pre-fill anything. Okay.
Well, it has the flush button, and then it has a button over here that runs more water into the bowl.
Oh, okay.
When you flush it,
Okay.
it's going to flush, but it's only going to put about that much water in.
Okay.
Okay.
Use the other button and then raise the water level
Okay.
back up.
Oh, okay.
Good idea.
Right. Okay.
Another
You only want a little bit in there when you're traveling. You don't want a bunch of
Yeah.
water in there.
another fan in here.
Right. Which I'm gonna put hoods on them like I did over there.
Okay.
Because you can't use them in the rain.
You're going to do it yourself?
Yeah.
You
They're
want
easy.
you want to buy them here? Because we have them.
Probably.
We have the fantastic.
The Max-
No, we have the Max Air
You need.
2s.
That's what you need, right?
And
The
we
Max.
have white ones and black ones. We haven't been able to get the smoke ones for over a year.
Yeah. The white is
White's
fine.
fine. Yeah.
You might want to go with the black one.
Why?
Only because everything else on the roof is black.
Oh,
And you put white ones out there, they're going to stick out like a sore thumb.
really?
I just thought white is so much better in this Florida heat. Black.
The white is going to let about the same amount of light in through these.
Yeah.
The black ones really cut down on the light. And I think the black ones cut down on the heat that comes through these things.
Oh,
Because it's actually not letting all that crazy
Okay.
heat in.
if everything else
But
is
it's up
black
to you.
up there.
We got white ones and black ones.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw.
And the Max Air 2's hinged, so you can get up there and open them up.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got the light switches over here. We do have a heater fan in here because it more water in the bowl.
Okay.
When you flush,
That's pretty good.
and then you run more water back into the bowl.
How about-
Okay. Now, when you're traveling, do you still run water in the bowl?
I would still leave some water in the bowl.
Oh, you will.
I think you should always have some water in the bowl.
Okay.
to keep
Because-
it wet.
Well,
That
to keep
flapper
it wet, keep those seals
Yeah.
moist.
Okay.
It also creates a vapor barrier, so smells can't come up out of there.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have to be a lot.
Didn't have to be a lot.
Right.
Didn't have to be a lot. Splendid washer dryer.
So we
Yeah.
have Splendid
We-
right now.
That's
These
what
are
we
the,
have,
these are the
yes.
newer ones.
Good.
These are the new ones. This one's actually a lot easier. Probably had that one with all the numbers and everything right over here. This one's.
Oh, these are
pretty-
definitely different.
Yeah. Soap goes there.
There's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
detergent. There's your bleach. There's your softener. You do have to use the high efficiency detergent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not going to use a pod because it's too much soap. You're going
Yeah.
to use about a half a cap of the liquid.
Right.
Turn it on. Pick your cycle
Mm-hmm.
and hit start.
Okay.
And remember, that drum ain't that big.
No, I know.
A
Right.
full load in this is about what you can stuff into a 5-gallon bucket.
Right.
Okay.
That's a full load.
Yeah.
The dryer up there, keep in mind that is not a 240 volt dryer, that's a 120 volt dryer.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's going to take an hour to dry that 5-gallon bucket of clothes.
okay.
Oh yeah. Well, ours does too.
Yeah.
Small inch screens right in front.
Yeah. Oh, good. I can reach that one.
Yeah.
There's your high temp and your low temp, and you'll probably never use low temp because you'll get warm, wet clothes.
Right.
Set your timer, hit start.
Okay.
It's vented outside.
Okay. Now, so would you say king sheets might fit or won't fit?
It will.
They will. Okay. Good.
I wouldn't try to put.
Anything with it other
I
than
wouldn't
the
try to put
sheets?
anything with it.
No. That's
What?
all it does.
Receptacles?
No receptacle.
No.
Okay, it's here.
You got it.
See, it's down here.
It's down there.
Okay.
All right. There's some air in it. That's why it looks
I
like.
was wondering.
It will generally take 10 to 15 seconds before you're going to get hot water.
And that's electric.
This
You're
is
on
on the
electric.
electric.
Right.
Whether it's electric or on the diesel burner, it will take now it's starting to get hot.
Okay.
It will take the same length of time for the water to get hot.
Okay.
Because it's a heat now. Now it's very high.
Good.
Is that not open?
Oh, that's how you call. Okay.
Okay. Now, do you ever do any dry camping?
Never.
No.
We do have something in here now that they've started putting in these things that's called an aquamizer.
Right.
And that's that blue circle down there.
Right.
You're primarily going to use that when you're dry camping.
Right. Which is never.
Well, I'm just going to explain to why
In
it's
case we
there.
get stuck in a Walmart parking lot.
You're in a Walmart parking lot.
Right.
And you're taking a shower. You still have unlimited hot water. You're just limited to the water in your water tank.
Right.
You turn that shower on, you're going to waste 3 gallons down the drain into
Till
the
you
drain
get hot
tank
water.
before it even gets hot.
So that
Right.
recirculates it.
Yeah.
Right.
You flip that diverter one way. Now when you turn on the shower, and I think it's right there where it's at, it's in the 9 o'clock position.
Uh-huh.
That is the aquamizer. Now when you turn on the shower, just pull. There's a magnet in there that holds them together.
I didn't want to break it right there. Okay.
So, with that in that 9 o'clock position, when you turn that water on, it is going to draw the water out of the water tank, send it through the Oasis system, pump it past that temperature sensor, and return it to the water tank. And that temperature sensor is kind of like a mood ring. When it changes color, you know the water's hot.
Okay.
Now if you flip that diverter up to the 2 o'clock position, you're going to get it out of the shower head. You flip it to the 6 o'clock position, it's going to come out of that handheld.
Okay, so 6 o'clock brings it out of there.
So I've heard some people, while they're hooked up to water, use the water miser and they overflow their water tank.
That's
So
why you
I've
do
read
not
that.
want to use that
Right.
when you're
Right.
at a campground.
Right. The other thing is I heard that falls down. So when we're traveling, just leave it down.
Yeah.
Right? Because if it falls down, it makes a noise sometimes. Yeah, and now I can see why it falls down. Okay.
And of course the lock that locks that door is right there on that handle over there. And there's magnets here that hold it together. Still
Yeah.
flip that over.
Right.
For safety, right? So it doesn't fly around because that could break pretty easy.
All right. Did you have a safe in your other Ventana?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a safe in this closet right here. Currently, the code for this safe is 159 check.
Okay. That's a bigger safe than we have.
What's in there? Bundle of money?
Some key tags and like a thing to put important papers in
Okay.
for the safe.
Compliments to Newmar.
To change this code, we're going to take that little rubber stopper and pop it out.
Yeah.
Now we're going to put a ballpoint pen in it, and it's going to beep.
Right.
Close it. Put in a new 3-digit number. Hit check.
Oh, it's 3-digit.
3-digit.
Mm.
That's
right.
a bigger safe and it's less numbers. Okay.
159 is what it is.
There's
now.
probably instructions there, right? In the
They're in the
bag,
bag.
right? Yeah, it's different than what we've got.
I also have the instructions to program the door code. I am going to program it for you today.
Good.
Okay, good.
But I'm also giving you the directions.
Yeah.
so that if somewhere down the line you've given somebody your
Right.
door code and now you've had a falling out with those people.
Right.
Right.
Can we program that right now? Real quick?
You know what you want to put in?
Okay. Here we go.
There's where they put the switch to turn the satellite dish on.
Okay.
It's off right now.
Right.
That up there is actually the Wi-Fi booster.
Okay.
This is your TV antenna amplifier. Currently,
Oh, yeah.
Currently, it's
through the air.
on. Yeah. Currently, it's on,
What you
but
were
this
using.
panel is asleep.
It's asleep.
Now, if you're at a campground with cable, and you want to hook into the cable at the campground, you got to turn this off.
Right.
Turn it off.
it'll
First
mess
of all,
it
you're
up.
just going to press a button.
Okay.
Then you're going to press that button and hold it. Now it's
Okay.
off. Turn it back on. Press it and hold it, and
Okay.
it turns itself back on.
Okay.
Now, over here, this is your power control system. And what this system does is it manages amperage inside this coach.
Right.
This system will not let you use more amperage than you're currently plugged into.
Okay. Right.
Now, a lot of people don't know it. A 50 amp plug.
Electrical management system,
Yes.
or EMS system, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with
Same thing as an EMS
Right.
system. They just call it a power control system.
Okay.
here. And a lot of people don't realize this, but a 50 amp plug is not 50 amps. There's 100 amps there. There's two 50 amp legs.
Right. Okay.
Now, as I go down through this,
Right.
right here, it's just showing that that everything is normal. The inverter's turned off, the battery charge is normal, there are no loads shed. Shedding something means
Shutting something off.
shutting
to
something
use
off so you
something
don't
else.
trip the breaker.
Right.
But if you're plugged into a 50 amp plug, which again is 100 amps, I don't think you can turn enough stuff on in here to hit 100 amps.
Yeah. Right.
This probably will
Right.
never do anything.
Right. I've never.
It will do something if you're plugged in to a 30 amp plug. Because 30
Okay.
amps, refrigerator, microwave, TV, one air conditioner, and a coffee pot, you're going to go over 30 amps. It's probably going
Right.
to shut the microwave down.
Right.
Right.
It's going to shed something.
Right.
It knows how many amps are coming out of the generator. It won't let you trip the breaker on the
So
generator.
it's shedding an appliance that's
It's
on?
turning the power off to something so
Okay.
that you don't go over the available amperage. This is not saying that the block heater is on, it's just saying that the block heater is usable right now.
Okay.
And again, AC middle, AC rear, AC front, they are on, but nothing is shed. Now we're looking and we're seeing the two lines of the thing of the plug we're plugged into. So we're looking at leg 1 at 118 volts, and through that leg we're pulling 14 amps. Leg 2 is also, and actually they just bumped up to 119. We're pulling 26 amps. The whole coach right now is running on 40 amps. We go again. Now this is showing the wiring status of the plug we're plugged into. Everything is fine. That's the software version. That takes us back to that screen. So if any one time you want to see how many amps am I actually using right now, you might use the up arrow. There they are.
Yep.
How many amps you're currently using.
Yep.
Over here, this is the
40
control
amps.
for the Oasis.
Yep.
Currently I do have, it actually has two electric elements.
Right.
I do have both of those turned on.
Right. That's
Up here-
probably what we want.
Up here is the diesel burner,
Right.
on and off.
Okay.
Let me also say this. If you are on 30 amps, you got to the campground, they go, gee, I'm sorry, your 50 amp site, the box went bad. All I have left are 30 amp sites. If you're on 30 amps, turn the electric off, turn on the diesel burner.
Okay.
You just don't have enough amperage.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Save that amperage for something else.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
We've already seen the hot water, so I'm just going to turn both of them off.
Okay.
Now-
All right. Hang on a minute. You turned off the.
The electric is off and the diesel is off. So the Oasis system's actually shut down right now.
Okay, but we don't want to shut down, do we?
Well, I mean, I've showed, the only reason I had it on so was that I could show you hot water, that it was operating.
Well, don't we leave it on AC 1 and 2 all the time?
Well, if you don't have electricity and it's in storage, then it
Oh,
won't-
no.
it won't be working
I
anyway.
can understand shutting it off. Yeah. All right. So you shut it off when you're traveling?
It depends on if you want hot water or not. You can leave it running while you're traveling.
It's instant hot water.
It is instant hot water.
Okay. I'm thinking we're going
Well,
to
you want to give it
Okay.
about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Once you
Yeah.
turn it on.
Fine. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And if you have it on electric when you're driving and you're not running a generator, it won't be working anyway.
Right. Right. Okay. When you get
All
to
right.
the campground, I'll turn it on.
Yeah, when you get to the campground,
Right.
turn it on. Over here, this is our control for the awnings. Now, on 0, whatever I do, in, stop, out, it's going to do it to do.
Oh, that's
Oh, we
better.
do
That's
that.
always good. Yeah, you're right.
Magnum Energy Control Panel. There's
Yeah.
a video.
Yeah, that's right.
All
You're
right.
Yeah.
And you go through the video 2 or 3 times and you'll have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Can't
from,
beat YouTube.
from start temperature, there's start volts. I set that at 11.8. That's the trigger point. That's the low voltage point to start the generator.
Right.
You dry camping, you've been there for a day and a half. These batteries are dropped down to 11.8. Generator starts, runs for 2 hours, recharges the battery, and shuts back down again.
Right.
Set time, 11:34. I set the clock. This is not connected to the outside world. The only way it knows what time it is because we told it what time it is.
Okay.
It does not even know when you cross a time zone. You got to change it. And that's not necessarily that important. Hour, minute, AM or PM. That's not necessarily that important unless you're worried about quiet time.
You were what?
You're worried about quiet time
Oh,
because you've set
Yeah.
the AGS at the campground.
yeah.
Currently, quiet time is turned off. If I toggle up here and go up to 10 p.m. to 8 a.m., there's quiet time is now set. 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. It will not run the generator during the quiet time period. If you don't care about quiet time because you're in Walmart's parking lot, you turn that off. Meter, setup, and tech, that's for technicians.
Okay.
Okay? So the only 3 buttons, that button right there turns on the inverter.
I was going to say the inverter was not. It's not on.
Well, if I do this, it's still not on.
It's not.
It's on standby.
Oh.
Because we have a power source already.
Okay.
It's on
But-
standby.
I never shut the inverter off on that. Never.
If you store it, turn it off.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If it wasn't plugged in, I would turn it off. Absolutely, because it's
Yeah.
going to run the batteries dead. But I always have it plugged in. I garage kept it and have it plugged in.
You can still turn it off because it's
Okay.
not actually doing anything.
Okay.
I always tell people, leave it off until you need it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just never turned it
It's on
off.
standby right now.
Okay.
If I went outside and threw the breaker, the refrigerator and the microwave almost wouldn't even blink. That inverter immediately kicks in as soon as we lose power.
Right. Okay.
And that's something else you may decide to do at the campground. Maybe not, Lexi's not with you, but you're going to leave the campground for 4 or 5 hours, turn on the inverter, now it's on standby.
Right.
Power goes down at the campground, the inverter kicks in and powers that refrigerator so your food don't go bad.
That's good.
All right, now that turns it back off. Now
All
we
right,
look,
before you close that,
yeah,
which one is the satellite TV?
that one.
The Vanguard. Okay. Because it says solar
It
prep.
says solar prep because this is prepped in case you did want to put solar panels up on the
Okay.
roof.
Vanguard. That is the satellite.
That is
receiver.
the satellite. That's the satellite
Does
dish,
it work?
yes.
Yeah. They just put it in.
Weston hooked it up. Weston knows what he's doing.
Okay.
I wish Weston only
So
works.
if you turn it on right now, you should hear it seeking,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I was out. Did you have propane on that one?
Yes.
There's no propane on
I know.
this coach. This is an induction stove.
Correct.
Are you familiar with induction stoves?
Never used one before, but I know you got to use flat pots. And
Well, aluminum frying pans and pots with copper bottoms don't work.
right. We know.
A magnet has to stick to the pot.
Right.
If a magnet won't stick to it, it won't
It
work.
won't work. Right.
It's some kind of magic voodoo because only the pot gets hot. The burner
It's
doesn't.
amazing.
There still will be residual heat here on this glass only because it's in contact with the pot when the pot gets hot.
Right.
Somehow it vibrates the molecules in
It's
the
amazing,
metal,
isn't it?
and the pot gets hot.
Yeah.
It'll boil water in a minute and a half.
No
Oh,
kidding.
geez.
Wow.
It'll boil water very quickly.
Great.
But even if I turn it on right now, nothing happens because there's no pot there.
Isn't that
And
amazing?
then only the pot gets hot.
That's
wow.
amazing. Yeah, we have pots that
So
work
that's
on
what
that.
induction, I guess, means.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if a magnet will stick to it, it doesn't have to say it's an induction pot for it to work.
Okay.
If a magnet will stick to it, it will work.
Okay.
We have a really nice set in there in the store.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of that gray looking granite look to them, and they got wooden handles. It's a
Oh,
beautiful set of pots.
maybe we'll get
It's a
those.
beautiful set of pots. But I also want you to know something else. This comes out.
We heard that.
Right.
You can take it outside, plug it
Plug
in
it in.
outside, and cook outside.
So, what kind of amperage does it
And there's-
use? Is it light on electric? So you can plug it
It
in?
will not. Yeah, it's just a regular plug right there.
Okay.
It will not work on the inverter.
Oh,
It's not wired to the inverter.
well, that's good to know.
It's not wired to the inverter. So if
That's
you're-
good to know. So
you're
if you
dry
take it
camping-
outside, you better not be running it through the inverter or you might blow a fuse.
No, it just won't. Well, yeah. Here,
Yeah.
that outlet is not wired to the inverter. And I'm not saying it won't work on the inverter.
But they did that for a reason.
Well, it's only a 2,000 watt inverter, so it's only 18 and a half amps.
Okay.
It's not going to run an air conditioner, but
Right.
it'll run the refrigerator and the TVs
Right,
and the
right,
outlets.
Right.
I think it'll run the microwave, but it won't run the convection portion of the microwave.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have an oven. That's
No,
your
we
oven.
don't.
Right.
No, we
Well,
don't have
yeah,
it
same with
now
that.
either.
There's also cutting boards on the back of these.
Right.
stove covers. All right. The Whirlpool convection microwave.
Right.
Remember, as a microwave, this stuff has to come out.
Right.
Right.
That's not it. Did you have a convection over there?
Yes. And you know what?
But
I
it's
don't where that
probably
stuff
not
is.
the Whirlpool. Is once I show you how to use this as a convection oven, you're gonna go, oh my God, that's easy.
Maybe you should
Well,
film
it comes it's on. It comes with a book, right?
It comes with a book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you real
Yeah.
quick though. I'm gonna tell you biscuits and gravy are very important.
that. Okay.
Grand's biscuits are 400 degrees for 14 minutes. So I'm gonna hit that button right there. I'm gonna go to convect. I'm gonna come
Oh.
over here and use the arrows. I don't want recipes, I want manual. I'm gonna select that. Use the rack. Now, once the temperature, I'm gonna put in 400. Then I come over here, cook time, and I'm gonna put in 14 minutes, and I'm gonna hit start. It's preheating.
Right.
And the plastic and all that stuff doesn't matter when
No,
the
that doesn't
convection's.
matter.
Okay.
Well, I would take the
Convection
plastic
oven.
out.
Well, yeah, but I
I'm
mean,
gonna turn it
so
off
we're
here
not
in a
doing
second.
anything right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's preheating.
It's preheating.
Once
Yeah.
it's done preheating, it's gonna ding.
Okay.
Yeah. We've never
Open
used
it up,
ours.
put your biscuits in there, close it, hit start again, and now it's going for 14 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's
gotta
when the
preheat.
14 minutes starts.
Yeah, that's when the 14 minutes starts.
Okay.
Right.
Once after it preheats and you put the food in it, then you hit, that's actually the start button. It doesn't
Right,
say start,
right.
but it's,
No, we
Right.
did the same thing at home.
Right.
yeah.
Same start, same
But if
stop.
you stick your hand in here, that was already starting to warm up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
already warm. That wall right there.
Yeah, we never used ours as a convection oven. We don't cook
Wow.
when we go away. We eat out usually.
Because that's where the heating element is for the convection.
Mm.
And it has a fan, and it blows that hot air around inside the oven. That's why you use this stuff for convection.
Okay.
Right.
And maybe if you're going to cook a pizza or biscuits, you can use this one. If you're going to roast a whole chicken, you might take that one out and put this one in.
Right.
That hot air has to get all the way around the food.
Right.
Okay.
My wife and I built a new house.
It's almost
what
like an air
kind of-
fryer.
So
Kind of,
you said
yeah.
it has to go all the way around, so it doesn't matter what kind of pan you're using
Doesn't
in
matter.
there? Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're all
My
right,
wife and I
Bobby?
built a new house about 2.5 years ago. She wanted a convection. It's important to remember, I'm sure over there you probably had a 10-gallon electric propane water heater.
Yes.
All right. You got Oasis in here.
Right.
Oh.
This is a tankless water heater.
Right.
The days of Navy showers are over
Mm-hmm.
because you can take a shower in 30 minutes. And if it's below 40 degrees, above 40 degrees, you're going to be using the heat pumps.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hang on. That's the air conditioner, heat pumps. Well, how about the electric elements in the Oasis?
The electric elements in the Oasis are going to, because it is a hydronic water heater. It's
Okay.
actually a heat exchanger.
Right.
It is full of a polypropylene glycol boiler fluid.
Right.
You don't ever want to put antifreeze in it because
Right.
the boiling point of antifreeze is much lower than the boiling point of the boiler
Right.
fluid. The electric elements will heat that fluid. Then the water is pumped through the system and the heat is exchanged between that heated fluid and the water. So it's an on-demand water heater.
Right.
But the and that's fine for washing dishes and washing a load of clothes. The electric element doesn't have enough BTUs to maintain that fluid at the proper temperature to take a 30-minute shower.
Oh, how about if you're going to take a 5-minute shower?
5-minute shower, it'll probably do it, but
Okay.
it may not.
In other words, you have to fire up the diesel.
you got to
the
fire up the
element.
diesel. If you want that nice long shower,
Yeah.
you need to just reach up here and hit the switch.
So I
on
want the diesel on every time I take a shower because I don't take 5-minute showers.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to run the furnace is a function of that Oasis.
Right.
And you also have to turn the diesel burner on at that point.
Right.
And it doesn't
Definitely,
use
yes.
much. It doesn't use much. It uses probably less than the propane burner on your water heater over there did.
Right.
Okay. And I'll show you that because that's up front.
Okay.
Okay. There is an outlet right here with it's a GFI outlet right there.
Yep.
Right?
Which probably controls other things.
There's several GFIs in here.
Yeah. Boy, this is pretty.
This is for toilet paper?
Wow, this is pretty.
For towel. I was going to say.
Open up.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
There it is.
I
That's
see
right.
it. All right. I thought I had seen one.
No,
Now,
I see a
let's-
problem right off the get-go.
What?
The clock's not working. Clock set the wrong time or something. I don't know. Go ahead.
I want to talk about RV toilets for a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you something, and you're going to look at me and you go, I never thought of that. You know, you got to put the chemicals into the toilet.
Yeah.
Those toilets contain, those chemicals contain enzymes.
Okay.
And those enzymes are bacteria. That's what it is.
Right.
Just like Rid-X that people put in a septic tank.
Right.
So you're putting bacteria into the black tank, and it's that bacteria that does the work inside the tank. Don't clean the toilet bowl with anything antibacterial.
Oh, okay.
If you flush that down into the black tank, it kills the enzymes you put in
defeats
there. It defeats the
Oh.
purpose.
Well,
of
that's
having
good to know.
Yeah.
So what do you clean the toilet bowl
They
with?
do make RV toilet bowl cleaners
Okay.
that do not harm the enzymes. They actually enhance
Well, that's
them.
good to know.
Oh, okay.
You can still use like a bacterial wipe, you know, a Clorox wipe
Right,
on the rim of
yes,
the seat. You just
yeah.
don't want to get that in the bowl.
Right.
What I do a lot of times when I'm putting chemical in there, I usually take the brush and wash the toilet bowl with that
That's
chemical.
fine.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
Okay. That's what I usually do.
The other thing you never ever want to do is to put bleach into an RV toilet.
Oh, never.
First of all,
No.
you're going to kill the enzymes with it.
For
Right.
sure.
But also, there's natural ammonia in that
Yeah.
black tank.
Yeah.
And when you mix bleach and
Ammonia, that's
that's
not
no
a good
good.
thing.
no, it's not. You get chlorine gas.
Right.
Yeah.
White smoke
Not
will
good.
come up out of your toilet.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right. There's your vacuum cleaner port right there. I think the vacuum cleaner attachments, I think they're outside. I think I remember.
Do we
seeing
have
those.
one where you sweep the stuff over? I don't see it.
I don't remember if it's it. Oh, there it is right there.
Oh,
Oh,
which
it's in the
one is-
bathroom?
Yep.
Oh, it's there. There it is. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's better than not having one at all.
No, I like having
That's
that.
good.
Here's your bedroom door. Press the button down.
Yeah.
Locks into place there.
Right.
Press it down. Slide it back.
And make sure it's
Locks back into place.
Right. Don't
There's-
want that moving when we're
That's the
traveling.
temperature
do
sensor up there for the rear
Right.
air conditioner.
we? Right.
Those two switches right there turn these two speakers on the ceiling on and off.
These
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's we got the same thing.
Those
Oh,
speakers
okay.
are attached to the dash radio.
Right. Right.
If somebody was up here jamming to the tunes while they're driving and somebody wanted to come back here and take a nap and
shut
you're
them
not in a seat belt,
Right.
you can shut off these speakers back there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we got the
All
same
right,
thing.
bed lifts up because there is storage under here. This is where your two extra chairs are.
Yep.
There's your two extra chairs. Are you familiar with these?
They're for when you close this big slide.
Yeah.
But
And
I've
they're
never had to use them in this one. Do you have
You
to
don't
use them
have
here?
to. You don't have to. It's maybe not a bad idea to use them. And they're supposed to mark under this carpet where the rollers are. And the factory
Okay.
doesn't seem to do that anymore. If
Okay,
you
so
decide,
I'll
What's the
find 'em.
purpose?
if you decide, yeah. If you decide that you do want to use them, what I would suggest is you start this in
Right.
until it comes up. Now take a Sharpie
Right.
and lift
Mark
up the
the floor
carpet.
where the
going.
rollers
There's a
are.
roller here.
Right.
There's a roller here. Now, when you get ready to close this thing up, you can take them out and go. There's one there. There's one there.
This is a long
And you
slide.
can stick. This is a full slide.
Yeah, this is.
You can stick those there. So if ever that roller does touch the floor, it's rolling across that, not across the tile. That's why they're in here. Okay.
Have you ever seen it mark the floors before in the newer ones?
No.
Okay. But I know what they're for. Yeah.
Now this bed.
How many is there? Oh, a bunch of them.
There's
Okay.
about 6
All
or
right.
7 of
Okay.
them.
Gotcha.
Now, are you familiar with a sleep number bed?
We have one in a Tiffin. when we
This
bought
is
the
a
Tiffin.
sleep number.
Okay.
There's your remote right there.
All right. It's definitely different than Tiffin because ours was
Both
wired
sides,
to it.
both sides are sitting at 100.
Okay.
Both sides. This thing is totally inflated, so it's going to be good and firm.
So now it's firm.
It's firm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will tell you that here that's not an issue. You don't want to drive to Denver or drive across the Blue Ridge Parkway with this thing sitting at 100.
I heard that.
You go up
You
in
lower it
altitude,
down.
air pressure goes down, which allows the air in the bladders to expand.
Yeah.
This thing's sitting at 100 and you drive out to Denver, you're a mile high, your bed's probably
Right.
going to blow up.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I read that.
So if
Wow.
you know you're going to go up in altitude,
Yeah.
lower the
the
number
pressure.
down, probably to at least 50.
Okay.
Okay.
Your sleep number at a higher elevation is going to be different than your sleep number here. The bed will feel different,
Oh,
so you're going to
okay.
have to go to a lower number
Yeah.
to get the bed to feel the same.
So
And
I
there's the
wonder.
remote.
I guess that goes for a little bit to Tennessee.
This is the slide out control.
Just the slide switch for
Oh,
this
for that one. Okay, I was going to say. All right. Yeah.
Those
'cause
two,
this
those
one's
two
up
there
there.
are up
Yeah.
front. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, next question.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get to it, or maybe you're not. This is the old style slides.
Mhm.
Do they still have the problem with the bolts coming loose in the motors? Or did they do something about that? They fixed that?
They fixed that.
Wonder how they fixed it.
I don't know.
I have.
I've never heard an issue with this slide.
Okay, I've had to check that one every 6 months, and I always have to retorque the bolts.
I haven't
And I
heard
tried
that.
Loctite, and it didn't work.
I haven't heard that at all.
Yeah, well.
I've been here since 2018. I haven't
You never
that
heard of
issue.
that? Oh, on these, okay.
Yeah.
Well, they fixed something then.
Yeah.
They fixed something.
What baby?
Tiffin had so many problems with that Schwintek slide on the system running in here to heat the coach.
Right,
Normally that heat doesn't come all the way up here.
right.
But we can turn there's off. That would be low and would bring that heat all the way up here and down here,
Oh, okay,
or off or high.
okay.
And that brings that heat all the way up here. There's your dash air controls,
Right.
a couple of USB ports. There's a 12-volt socket right there.
All right, the USB, is that for anything to do with diagnostics, or is that a real USB?
Those are real USBs.
Okay.
That is the interlock to lock your door.
Okay.
Let me turn that on. Actually, I think I got to turn the key on for that to come on. This over here is your radio. If we go to menu.
And the nav. Is it any good,
Oh yeah.
the nav? Because what they've been
Well, that all
putting in-
depends on what they put in.
What they put in this one was worthless. Absolutely worthless.
If you do want to activate your Sirius XM, there comes John. There's your receiver number right there. There's the number to call.
What's up?
Hey, what's going on? Just make sure you guys are good.
Pretty nice coach.
Nice, right?
Yeah,
Nice and cool in here.
very, very nice.
All right, I just want to say hi.
It's not a Dutch Star, but it's really nice.
We'll put a DS on there for you.
Yeah.
No worries. Hey, at least you saved a lot of money in
Gorgeous.
fuel right here. So, not buying a Dutch Star, you saved a lot of money with fuel price.
Why is fuel?
Because you would have spent $100,000 more for the Dutch Star. You got $100,000.
Oh my God! I know.
It's like I gave you a $100,000
It was
gift card.
more than 100. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
All right, guys.
I
well,
agree.
Enjoy. I just wanna
She's
say
in
hi.
there. Her blood sugar went low. She's drinking orange juice.
Okay, you guys keep doing it.
Thanks, John.
I'll see you a little bit later.
All right. Back to the menu. That's your Sirius XM. There's the receiver number. There's where you call to activate it. Come on, go back to menu. All right, there's Bluetooth where you program your phone. Camera. There's my 360-degree.
That's what I'm really interested in. Well, okay, well, what do we have here? The backup camera?
That's just your backup camera.
Okay. So, okay. There's my view all around.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was really, really interested in. That makes things a lot easier. Is
Yep.
that very accurate? I mean, is it?
Well, I mean, you're looking there. You see your coach over here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see your car. There's my golf cart.
Yep.
There's the ditch behind us.
Can you make that bigger, just that? Or is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, but boy, that's
So,
better than nothing.
over
That's
here.
really nice.
There's your backup camera.
Right,
Now, turn your turn signal on.
right,
Side cameras come on.
right. Right. Nice.
In reverse, turning on the turn signal will not turn on the side cameras.
Wait a minute, in reverse. Why did you say in reverse?
Well, you're backing into your campsite.
Okay. Oh,
And
okay.
now- and
Yeah,
now-
I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't see how close the tree is over here. There's your left camera. Can't tell how close the picnic table is over here. There's your right camera. Goes back to the backup camera.
Okay, it doesn't have the things on there where.
If the engine's running and
Oh,
I
it
put it
will
in
have-
reverse, it will.
Okay. Okay.
But you're driving down the highway and you want to watch the traffic. and
Right,
your-
right,
and your
right.
car
Okay,
back there
gotcha.
behind you. You
Gotcha.
can just actually have that up. At night, maybe you don't want to look at that, so you'll just turn it off.
Right.
You don't want that light shining up here at you at night. A lot of people also don't realize there's a microphone back
Right. Right.
there. But with this being a diesel pusher, you want to turn that volume down when you're driving so you don't have to
Exactly.
listen to the engine.
Yeah, I turned the one on that one down. But if you're backing in and you want to talk to somebody back there.
Yeah, if you want to hear them. And that volume moves very slowly.
I saw that. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
down here. If you're going to ever put a tag on this at a state that requires a front plate, or if you're not, and you don't want to put any kind of plate up there, these are the little
Okay.
covers that cover up where the bolt holes are
Okay.
for the plate. All right, over here, there's a foot pedal down here on the floor.
Yep.
That foot pedal allows you to telescope
Telescoping
and
and
tilt.
yeah. Nice. Nice.
Fuel gauge,
Yeah.
temperature gauge, oil pressure, voltmeter, forward and rear air tank, and your depth gauge. Here's
Okay.
your tachometer.
Yep.
Here's your speedometer. We've got several things here, and that's what these buttons right here control.
Okay.
We go all the way up here to the top to brightness. I can control the brightness of the instruments. Because normally we see the Freightliner chassis under a Ventana. All right, over here's your leveling system. That's the power button.
Oh, this is a different leveling system.
Yep, this is the equalizer.
Okay. Is this as good as the other one?
Yes. Auto level, all retract. That easy.
Front, rear.
And you can
Left,
manually
right.
do them too.
Okay.
All right.
And you got a power button there.
Yep.
Do you need to be? Where's the ignition have to be when you use that?
The ignition does have to be on.
Or accessory?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Right there, your tag axle is in the auto.
Okay.
It's in the middle.
Right.
That's manual. That's disabled.
Disabled.
Yep. That actually turns it off.
Okay. So it's either
Actually,
auto.
Auto is all the way forward.
Okay.
You just leave it there.
Okay, excuse me, but I'm going to our old motorhome.
Yeah.
I've got to get orange juice.
Okay. Yeah. She's diabetic.
Yep, I understand that. Engine brake off, engine brake on. High, medium, and low for the engine brake.
Oh. So we got different selections there.
Yep, this has a high, a medium, and a low.
Okay.
That switch right there moves the pedals in and out.
Okay, what did I do to the door?
Just pull hard.
Oh, okay.
So that moves your pedals in and out down here.
Okay. Yeah, the Tiffin had that, but this one we have now don't.
This, now,
That's
over,
nice.
over there you had your probably battery boost button. and it was only one way. Well, you only flip the switch one way. They kind of changed it now. If you want to boost your chassis batteries, you hold the chassis side down. If you want to boost the house batteries, you hold the house battery side down.
Okay.
So in other words, you can't start the engine because the chassis batteries are down.
Right.
You hold chassis and it pulls power from the house batteries.
Okay.
You want to start your generator and you can't start your generator because the house batteries are down. You hold house, it pulls power from the chassis batteries and allows you to reach over here and start the generator with
Okay.
power from the chassis batteries. That right there turns your air horn on and off.
Right.
There's
Right.
the wimpy car horn.
Yeah.
There's the air horn. Here's your Allison transmission.
Yep.
There's your mirrors and your
Yep.
mirror defrost.
Right.
That's headlights. Off, clearance lights, headlights, bright and dim here for the instrument lights. There's your fog lights. Right there, that's fog lights on.
Okay.
This right here is a very interesting switch.
Yep, I know what it is. But,
This will just blink your high beams.
okay, but do you push it several times or do you hold it down?
You're only going to need to press it one time.
And what's it do? Does it flash once?
It flashes once.
Okay.
Now, you're driving down the highway and somebody's coming at you with their high beams on. You can do that. And
Okay.
it's just going to blink your high beams.
Okay.
Now, a trucker passes you.
Right.
Once he's clear of you,
Yep.
that blinks your lights.
Just one time. Okay.
Just one time. Because he's watching in his mirror.
Right.
And
Right.
he's going to blink his back at to say thank you.
Right. Usually. It used to be all the
Yeah.
time, but
People used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody hardly ever does it anymore.
right.
But you may see that happen when you pass somebody.
Right.
You get clear of them and you're watching in your mirror
Oh yeah.
and they blink their lights. You go, thank you.
Right.
All right. That over there turns the driver's dome light on right up there.
Oh, I like that.
Over here, this is your day shade and your night shade for the front window.
Right.
I haven't tested it yet, so I'm going to test it now. I want to see if these will go all the way down with a key on.
I don't think so. They ain't supposed to.
Some coaches, they do.
Really? Wow. I'm shocked.
That one, they do not, this coach, they do not go all the way down with a key on. They will stop.
Well, they went down pretty far.
As I'm sitting here, I can still see, so they both stopped. Turn the
Okay.
key back off, and it will continue going down.
Right.
This switch right here turns on our overhead fans up under there.
Right.
They don't come on now because the key's on.
Right. And you got medium, low, and high.
Yep, medium, low.
Yep,
Now,
yep,
over
nothing
here,
there has changed.
to start the generator, we press stop down and hold it. Then we can start it.
Oh, that's different.
Because what it's doing is,
preheats.
it's a diesel that's preheating.
Right.
Over here, if we're on the highway and we're in Colorado in February and it's cold, it's 15 degrees. So we've got the Oasis.
Okay.
So I pressed OK. Messages would be any messages coming from the chassis. Maybe warnings, hey, your oil level's low and stuff like that. We're going to go down here to settings. I'm going to press OK. If I go
Comfort drive. There it is. Comfort
Well,
drive.
I'm gonna
Instead
show
of
you
a
the-
knob up there, you got to go into
It's
here.
in here. Compass is where you would go in there and recalibrate your compass.
Okay.
Sound. Warning sounds and clicks and things that come out of the dash. Here, that's getting louder.
Yep.
Units. This is the cool one. You're going to drive to Alaska. But to get to Alaska, you're going to drive through Canada for, what, close to 20 hours. If I go to units and I go up to speed and distance, I can change it to kilometers.
Oh, I'll be
And
down.
now my speedometer changed.
Oh,
But
I'll
it
be
even
down.
changed the odometer.
Yeah, look at that.
Changed it to kilometers.
Okay.
So now you're driving through Canada and you don't want to do mathematical gymnastics.
Right.
You can change it to kilometers per hour to make sure you're not going over the speed limit. If we want to go back to miles, now we're in Canada, we just switch it back to miles. There's the back button. Temperature. If you're Canadian, you want everything to be in Celsius, you can change it to Celsius. Pressure, leave it at PSI. That kPa is a European thing.
Right. Pressure of what?
Oil pressure.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oil pressure. We can go down to back. Comfort drive. Did
Where
you have
was
it on
it?
that one?
Yes.
All right.
I
you
kept it
remember-
around 2.5 thereabouts.
Well, that's about where it was.
Yeah.
That's 2.5 right there.
Yeah. And after that, never touched it.
Trip meter. No. There are 2 trip meters here. There's A and B. Are both of you ever going to drive?
She's never going to drive it now.
The A and B would be if 2 people want to drive and you want to keep track of who's driving how many miles.
Yeah.
To zero the trip meter there on A, I simply press OK and hold it.
Yes. More than we need to know.
Okay. All right.
It ain't never going to happen.
Info. These are additional instruments. Engine load will show you, if I click OK, it's going to leave that instrument up there. Engine load will show you where you are within the power band of the engine. So we're sitting here at idle, that would be sitting at about 15%.
Okay.
But now you're towing your Jeep at 17,000 feet up the side of the mountain.
Yep.
You're going to see that engine load way up at around 85%.
Right.
It shows you where you are in the
Right.
power band of the engine. Now if I click OK, it allows me now to go in. That's your turbo boost. There's your transmission temperature, again an important one.
Yep.
When you're towing at altitude. Engine and torque. Exhaust temperature. And that might not be a bad one to watch. These coaches, have you ever heard of a regeneration?
Yes.
These will do a regeneration
Right.
automatically at highway speed.
Right.
Now you're out on a highway and all of a sudden it's doing a regeneration, but now you're coming off the highway at your exit. That exhaust temperature, if it's doing a regeneration, will be close to 1,000 degrees. Because when it's doing a regeneration, that
You don't wanna
exhaust
shut
gets
down when it's happening,
You don't
do
want
you?
to shut down.
No.
That gets very, very hot.
But does that give you any warning
You will
when
get
that's happening?
you will get a light here. Where's it at? I think it'll come up across here.
And it'll tell you it's
It'll tell you that
regeneration.
it's doing a regeneration.
Because this one never told me.
You probably had an idiot light, and the light
I never noticed
the
it.
light almost looked like your DEF fluid. It looked like that,
I've never.
but it was.
Oh, I got
it
what
had
you're
extra
saying.
lines in it.
All right, I got what you're saying. Okay.
All right. Now again, all of these buttons just work you around through here.
Okay.
Over here's your wiper controls.
Yeah.
Over here, this here is your cruise control.
Nobody put it over there.
That's the cruise control
Okay.
off. That's on. That's set. Okay.
Push the button to set it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Resume, accelerate, set, and coast.
Okay.
And of course that's turn signals, and that's also high beams. Actually, no, your high beams and low. There it is, high beams and low beams. In here during the day, and you say, no,
Yeah.
I want it a lot cooler in here. You can change the temperature and hit hold, and it'll maintain that temperature instead of running the program. All right,
Yeah, we keep it simple.
go back to home, and it takes us back to what we call the splash screen. All right. Oh, nope, we got to go through this.
Yeah.
This is your
that's the
Magnum
same as
inverter.
we got in RC.
Now, in case anybody never told you how to operate this, I'm going to tell you how to operate this.
Okay.
First of all, right here it says float charging.
Right.
3 stages of battery charge. The bottom stage is called bulk. Bulk charging. B-U-L-K. That's when these batteries are down.
Right.
The system right now is set up for 30 amps. That means on a bulk charge, either from shore power or generator power, it's going to throw 30 amps at the batteries, trying to bring them up very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Once it leaves bulk charging, it will then say absorb charging.
Right.
That's diminishing amount as the amperage goes down as the batteries come up.
Right.
Once it says float charging, you know the batteries are 100% charged. Okay.
Right.
Okay,
I have some more of this water.
I have a question about.
Both awnings.
1-0.
So there's one on each side.
No.
There's
There's
two.
2 on that side.
Oh,
This awning in this coach goes from here all the way to the back of the coach.
Yeah. But there's
And
2.
it's a full awning.
Right.
But there's 2 of them.
Oh.
So there's.
So
There's-
0 is both awnings.
Yeah.
1 is just the front awning.
Okay.
2 is the back awning.
Okay.
And we actually have a remote that's outside with the TV. You
Okay.
can work the awnings by the remote. So you're standing outside and you got it on 0 and you press out and they're coming out. You're going, you're watching. You go, oh my goodness, there's a tree limb by the back awning. 2, stop. The back awning stops. And the front one continues out.
Oh.
We've also got the light up here, which turns the LED strip that goes all the way across the awning.
Oh.
When we go
okay.
outside, we'll work the awning outside by the remote.
Okay.
Okay. Security lights. This is that passenger security light.
Right.
Okay, there's one up underneath the bed, there's one right here.
Right.
That switch right there turns off the entry step. It's turned off, that way it stays out.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
And, but when you start up, it comes in.
It comes in
Right.
anyway.
Right.
These are the 2 switches for these 2 slide outs.
Okay.
All right?
This one's
And
that
of course,
side.
off door side is that side and door side is that one. I'm leaving this for last. I'm going to tap this right here. Here's our tank monitor. Freshwater tank is full. Gray only because we've been running sinks and whatnot is at 5%. Black is empty.
Right.
House batteries at 13.1. Chassis at 13.2. I do have the water pump on. We do have in here now an autofill feature.
Right.
And if your water tank is at 90% or less, and autofill is activated, when you get to the campground and you hook up to water, it's automatically going to fill the water tank.
Okay.
But you do have to have that
Okay.
enabled. But there is also a top off. Now, as I said, it will only automatically fill if it's at 90% or less.
Right.
And now you're at the campground, and you're about to go out on the road for 4 days, and your water tank's at 91%, but you want to fill it up. Top off.
Okay.
It'll go ahead and fill it up anyway.
Okay.
So now you're heading out on the road with
So you don't
100%.
have to move any handles back there.
Nope.
Okay, that's nice.
There's a handle out there
That's
that
really
is
nice.
already flipped to autofill. The only time you would change it is if you're out there and you want to fill the water tank. Then you flip it up to manual fill, and then it will still top it off from outside.
Right.
Now we're going to go back to home. Now we're going to go over here to the climate control.
The water pump was on there.
Yeah, it's on.
The water pump is on. Now, when I tie into the campground water, do I have to turn that off, or can I
You don't
just
have
leave
to.
it there?
You don't have
Okay. All right.
All right. Climate control. We see the living room and we see the bedroom. Okay? So we can change the thermostat. Go up here, we can change the thermostat. Over here, we have cool, auto. And you may very well use auto here in Florida.
I don't.
Well, you get up some mornings, it is 45 degrees. And
Yeah.
it'll be close to 80 this afternoon.
Yeah.
If you put it on auto, and let's say you've got that thermostat set for 70 degrees,
It'll keep it there?
it's going to run the heat pump.
Okay.
And it's going to bring it up and maintain it at 70 degrees. Now, on auto, there is a 3-degree variance that goes up and down. That way it's not constantly going heat pump air, back and forth.
Right.
So, it's maintaining the temperature in here at 70 degrees. Now the day is starting to warm up. Now the temperature in here goes above 70 degrees, the heat pump goes off. The air conditioners will not come on till it reaches 73 degrees in here.
Oh, okay.
Then the air comes on and it brings it back down to 70 degrees.
Okay.
Now as you move into the evening and it starts to cool off and the temperature in here goes below 70 degrees, the heat pump will not come on till you reach 67 degrees. There's a 6-degree swing.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
That way it's not switching back and forth. all the time.
Right.
But that's on auto. If
Right.
you just want to go straight to heat pump, there's
Right.
heat pump.
Right.
There's furnace, at what time you need to turn on the diesel burner.
Right.
That's just fan.